Hello, my name is Ethan, and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Affliction League 3.23. In this episode, I'm going to be going over some build updates. So, build diary day 3, and to start it off, we were wanting some extra damage because the league mechanic's pretty tanky when you put on the purple empower, or you do like huge amounts of empower, and just in general more damage faster clear, and then we get more loot faster and we progress and then the minions actually have better clear, and then they live better and all that. So it got them to 29. Basically first I went I got currency. I bought an aggressive 99 minion damage wand, and I fractured it, and I hit the 99 minion damage, and I sold it for 25 div. The wand was 1 div, and the fracturing orb was 4.5, so I spent 5.5 to get 25 divs, and then I ended up buying a 2120 zombie, so extra zombie from the quality for 2 div. So that's huge. And then I was like, I want to replace the shield and the +1 wand, so I got 2 +2s. And then I annulled and I got open suffix. This one had the minion damage already, so that's really good. And then crafted attack speed. So that's 30% increased attack speed, pretty good. And then the implicits too, like 59 minion damage. And then we have all these levels where we had to make up some fire res and some other stats. So I was like, can I get intimidate? So I did awakened melee fizz, awakened minion damage, awakened brutality, and then it's just ruthless feeding frenzy on the zombie. So no multi-strike right now. And then the awakened melee fizz gives intimidate, and this is an extra level, but the intimidate I was getting through the belt of the deceiver. So now I switched to Sergeant Vice, and I got crazy suffixes: chaos res, strength, fire res, and it was like 1 div or something. It was really good. And then I crafted life, and I slammed a flask life recovery rate apparently with an exalted orb. But yeah, then that was a huge amount of strength made up for the heavy belt, and then my chaos res is now too much, and I have a lot of fire, so that's really good. And with the flask, still kicking it. And then the main thing was we have the intimidate from here, so we didn't lose anything except for the small crit reduction. But then the chaos res is nice, and the strength, I was able to save a point. Yeah, chat pointed it out. And then huge upgrades. Then I also couldn't run shield charge, so I just put multi-strike and phantasm on the stone golem for now, and I did phase run, increased duration, efficacy instead of the skelly. So now I have a 3.96 second duration phase run by doing the 123 phase run. So the quality, you get the 11, and then you just level it up yourself. I did a 2120 increased duration because it was cheaper than the 2023. It's the same. And then 21 efficacy support, it gets the 25 instead of the 24 at 20. And then did that. And a 3.96, and then normally it has a 4-second cooldown, but I got the boot, increased cooldown recovery rate of travel skills implicit. So I bought a new boot too. I did 30 move speed, and then I looked for chaos res and reses, and I was like, holy shit, that's a really nice boot. And it was like one div as well. And then I rolled the implicits with the eldritch currency. So I might roll brittle, but for now I have max fire res, which isn't bad. And then the CDR gets it down to 3.42, and that's just lesser. So that's really good. So upgraded the boot, belt, wands, big upgrades. The zombies, the awakened gems, some of the quality on some of the gems. Like I say, the phase run, switching to phase run is so fun, so satisfying. Whee! And then it's so smooth in the league mechanic because shield charge is really hella awkward, especially without phasing. And then I also upgraded the Pantheon, so I have the extra reduced effective chill through the Nassar line of the seas. And I'm still the ralakesh. And then the Spectres, I'm doing the 2 demon harpy, 2 carnage chieftains still, because I like the frenzies, and I like the scream from the harpies, and they actually are decent too. And then they're in the link of the Spectre, Oh, I corrupted my 2020 Spectre. I added quality for the LE res because it's LE res now on the Spectre, which is really nice for the survivability if you haven't been doing that. That one's really good. And then, yeah, it's Feeding Frenzy, so they're aggressive. And I have Feeding Frenzy on the zombie, so they're aggressive. And I have Feeding Frenzy on the AG, so he's aggressive. The only thing that's not aggressive is the Stone Golem and the Phantasms then. Which actually is noticeable, so maybe I would take out, like, the Phantasm or the Multi-Strike for Feeding Frenzy, just to have them all aggressive, or maybe I should just get an aggressive wand and pay out my divs for that. And then there's also, I have the chance to blind on attacks, so I actually have a nearby enemies are blinded chest plate on the Animate Guardian through the double influence chest with the explode nearby enemies are blinded, so I actually don't need the jewel for blind. It's still nice to have an extra backup because the AG isn't always nearby all the enemies, so this is more reliable. But technically I could get Hinder, or I could just switch one of the other jewels. And I also got this jewel with attack speed, minion chaos rest, life, armor. It was just a decent jewel for like 1C or something. 5C, I can't remember what I paid, but it was really cheap where it didn't even matter. Because the normal jewels I go for were like 1 div. Probably should show how to craft these because it's just alterations. You just alt spam for like minion damage, minion LE res, accuracy rating, or the minion life, maybe max life, and you would just aug and regal those. Pretty simple. You're just going for the mods you want. And then you could go for some other stuff that's not bad. It's not the worst. And then you get slam the really good ones. Yep. Really great progress. Then we also changed out the charm, so instead of just the guardian one, it's a double mod. So it had 11% fizz damage reduction for the minions. Because I was thinking, well, chat said it, and then I was thinking about it. They said, yo, this is good, and I was like, well, in my build I normally do this, and then we take the 4 dread marches, sometimes 6. I only have 2. So, this damage reduction good. Pretty simple. It's just good. This is just a really strong charm. You don't have to get this specifically. There's then some other stuff. This is my other one. I'm gonna replace it for sure. So I wouldn't spend on it if it is expensive. But movement speed cannot be modified below base value. The jug one. It's really funny. That charm's sick though. The fizz damage reduction is really sick. Like that's a lot. And like where you could get suppressed, or you could get reservation, or you could there's a lot of stuff you can do with the charms. Yeah, it's really strong. Kind of makes up for the helmet chance in a way. And then yeah, so I put the jewel here, and then I got this jewel because I had an extra jewel. And I figured attack speed good. I needed the minion chaos res because like I say I only have the 2 dread marches when normally I would have 4. And I noticed there's like some massive chaos damage in the forest when you do the purple. You find these things and then lots of purple shit appears, and then there's a lot of chaos damage, and when you didn't have any they die, and then when you added chaos res they live, so it was definitely chaos. I tested it, like very confident in that. And one more thing. We found King of the Mist. Maybe I should upload that as a video. It was really funny. I have no idea what the hell that was. What should I do with that? Well, either way. Hope you guys enjoyed this build diary update, where honestly, huge update. Yeah, because you're now phase run. And then it's Giga Zombies, and it's Awakened Gems. Oh, I leveled up the Awakened Gems using the Wild Brambleback Beast, the new one in Bestiary, because they were only 26C, and so I could get 4 of them for like 100C, and that was a level 5 Awakened Gem, which is a whole entire level, which is like 10% more damage, or in this case, the Intimidate, which is 10% more damage. So, and then Crush is like 15 Overwhelm Fizz or something. Like it removes 15 phys damage reduction from the enemy. So if they had a phys damage reduction, it's like 15 more damage there as well. So yeah, leveling those gems up is huge and worth it. I just didn't do the brutality because I mostly wanted the melee phys and the minion damage to make the gear swaps. Because I took off, originally I took off Feeding Frenzy for the minion damage to get the extra level and the damage, and then I just need the Feeding Frenzy. It's so nice. It's really hard to play without it. Yeah, especially with how strong the monsters are, it helps to have the extra, like, consistency with the range. Well, either way, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out, I hope this helped you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!